You tried to throw me away, Henry. I don't like that at all. Ragged Playmate.
For many children, toys are more than simple playthings. They offer company, support, even our first friendships. How many of you had an emotional attachment to a childhood toy? I know I did. I had a stuffed dog that was my constant companion. I gave him a name, even a personality. Our imaginations are a form of magic that bring our toys to life. But what if that magic doesn't end when we put our toys down for the day? What if those feelings of emotional attachment went both ways? Donna and Laura shared an apartment in Hartford, Connecticut. They were friends and nursing students at a nearby university. On Donna's 24th birthday, she received a Raggedy Ann doll from her mother. The doll was about the size of a 4-year-old child, with large playful eyes, rosy cheeks, and fiery red hair fashioned from yarn. The doll quickly became a fixture within the girls' apartment. When the duo ate breakfast, the doll had a seat at the table. They had conversations with it. They even shared their beds with it at night. One morning during breakfast, the doll raised its arms and placed them on the table. Over the next few weeks, the doll was said to move from room to room on its own accord. One evening, when returning from work, Donna found the doll in a kneeling position on the living room floor. It was odd because she had specifically remembered leaving the doll on her bed before going to work. When asked about it, Laura denied moving the doll. The pair even tried to recreate the kneeling position, but were unsuccessful as it toppled over with every attempt. Soon afterward, the girls began finding notes with the words "help us" scribbled in an unfamiliar handwriting. Even more puzzling, the notes appeared to be written with a pencil and paper that originated outside the house. Investigation showed no evidence of a break-in. Until this point, the incidents had been puzzling but ultimately harmless. One evening, while the girls were out, Laura's boyfriend Cal visited the apartment. He heard an odd rustling coming from one of the bedrooms, but found no signs of an intruder. He did note, however, that the doll had been lying face down in the room where the sounds originated. When Laura and Donna discovered blood on the doll's body, they decided to consult a medium. The medium held a seance and explained the doll had been possessed by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins, who died on the property where the apartment complex had been built. The medium claimed that Annabelle posed no threat to Laura and Donna, and that she came to them because she wished to play through the doll. Annabelle asked if she could continue to inhabit the doll's body, so that the trio could continue to live together. Laura and Donna agreed. Experts familiar with the case claimed that inviting the spirit into the home was a mistake, which led to Annabelle's actions taking a more sinister turn. Following the seance, Laura and Donna started to call the doll Annabelle. Their actions became more maternal. They gave her gifts, babied her, which some believe caused the doll to become possessive. One night while visiting, Laura's boyfriend Cal began to experience nightmares about the doll choking him. On another occasion, he was woken up by searing pain across his chest. When he examined the source of the pain, he found 7 bloody claw marks that he attributed to the doll. In the days following the attack, Laura and Donna consulted with paranormal experts Ed and Lorraine Warren, who recommended an exorcism be performed on the doll and apartment. The couple brought in a priest who claimed that the doll was possessed not by the spirit of a young girl, but by a demon. The priest went from room to room cleansing the space of evil energy. Frightened, Laura and Donna requested that the Warrens remove the doll from the property so that they can be rid of this evil spirit. The Warrens agreed to take the doll back to Monroe, Connecticut with them. On their way home, the brakes on the Warrens' car continuously failed until Ed doused the doll with holy water. In the coming days, the Warrens reported that the doll would levitate and move around the house unassisted. To minimize disruption, the Warrens attempted to keep the doll in an outer building, but each time it was relocated, it would find its way back into the house. In the years since, a number of accidents have been attributed to the doll. A young priest visiting the Warrens dismissed Annabelle as a hoax. Later that day, the man was involved in a near-fatal car accident. It's said that Annabelle's image in the rear-view mirror caused the collision. The doll was rumored to attack or even kill people who failed to pay her proper love and respect. Annabelle's story has been referenced throughout the years in popular culture. She even inspired a series of films within the Conjuring universe. The haunted doll trope was recently featured in Magic the Gathering's Duskmourn setting. The set gave us 11 cards with the toy creature type, many depicting homicidal dolls and other demonic playthings. For instance, the card Friendly Teddy depicts a stuffed bear sitting behind a pane of shattered glass. Its flavor text reads, "Best friends are great to share secrets with, like where the matches are, or how to find a human heart." Others parallel Annabelle's tendency to lash out at those that show disrespect. For example, Split Skin Doll's flavor text reads, "Those who mock its ragged surface and seeping eyes have a curious tendency to go missing." The doll depicted in Ragged Playmate bears a striking resemblance to that of Annabelle. Its flavor text paints a portrait of a doll seeking vengeance against an owner who dared throw it away. There is one card, however, that seems to be directly inspired by the story of Annabelle. The creature even bears a similar name, Arabella, Abandoned Doll. According to magic lore, Arabella once felt a deep-seated affection for her owner. However, this affection turned to feelings of betrayal and bloodlust when she was thrown into the furnace out of fear. She now commands an army of toys abandoned by their owners and seeking revenge on those who betrayed them. The feelings of attachment, abandonment, and disrespect closely mirrors Annabelle's journey from Hartford to Monroe. Even the card's flavor text is a nod to common occurrences observed by the Warrens. Stories like these are horrifying because they fly in the face of what a toy is supposed to be, comforting and welcoming. But one has to wonder, once we reach an age where we put a toy down for the last time, are we leaving it wanting more? The Myths Unbound podcast was created and written by Ryan and Xana. Intro rating provided by Siren, and music provided by JJ Mickey. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing and leaving a comment. Most of all, thank you for listening.